Hello, my friends. My name is Cole, aka Trans Spirit, transgender human with a focus and emphasis on spirituality. Welcome to my channel. I wanted to make a video today to remind everyone out there to rise above the negativity, the low vibrations, the anger and the hatred, the bigotry. There is a lot of hatred being spewed out in the mainstream media right now. I do my best to not give in to any of that and to even look at it. We don't have normal TV in this household. We get our news from online sources. And to be quite honest with you, I don't really look up the news every day. This is where spirituality comes in. My everyday practices include meditation and self-reflection. You see, the reason I'm telling you this is because I wholeheartedly believe that to help people and to be a light into this world, we are to shine from within. And how do we do that? Through the meditation work, through self-love practices. Now, energy is very real, and energy is everything. There's low vibrational energy, and there's high vibrational energy. Low vibrational energy will include emotions such as guilt, shame, anger, jealousy. High vibrational states will include joy, happiness, and then there's also neutrality, somewhere in between, where you don't really feel anything. But guess what? Neutrality and not feeling anything is still a higher vibrational state of mind and being than the low. Everything that you're hearing spewed out on the news is low vibrational energy. It's set up that way. It's meant to keep people in a state of fear, panic, and hopelessness. And if you focus too much on it, you will feel that way. So the idea is to not focus on it. Now, I'm not saying bury your head in the sand and not know what's going on in the world. I'm not saying that at all. But there's a very fine line. You see, my biggest point is what we focus on with our minds, with our intentions, grows. You'd find that with anything. Say you're obsessed with a certain television show and you're watching it, and you find yourself thinking about it when you're not watching it. Because what you're focusing on grows. It could be with anything. It could be positive, it could be negative, but what you focus on will grow. This is part of Albert Einstein's studies. This is not just spirituality, this is pure science. So it's for everyone. It's not just for people that lean more toward the spiritual side. It's for every human, every walk of life. I don't care who or what you are, what you focus on grows. So I encourage you, as I encourage myself, because I woke up this morning feeling sadness for my transgender humans. I'd say brothers and sisters, but I've stopped saying that because there are people that do not identify with either brother or sister. They're just human beings, my friends. But my heart goes out to the trans community today, as there were bills passed that were very negative toward trans people. And if I took the time to focus on all of that, my anger, my sadness would grow. And you might say, well, then what? You're just going to ignore it? How's that going to help? Well, you see, if I take my time to focus on being a light in this world, just spreading positivity, then in my opinion, I'm doing the best job I can do. For instance, if there's a transgender person out there who today is feeling especially sad and upset and full of rage because of injustices to the transgender community in the United States, the transgender ban on military is specifically what I'm talking about. Now today, if a transgender person is out there and they're so mad, which there's a lot of them that are upset, and that they should be. But the thing is, my friends, is I chose to set that aside today personally and focus on the light and the good things in this world. Now, by doing that and making a video and putting it out there, maybe, just maybe, a transgender person, or any person really, doesn't matter. Anyone who's upset, there's people that are upset about this that aren't transgender. And I thank you for being an ally for our community. You see, by me putting this video about light out there, quite possibly, somebody who's mad might find this video, and it might make them feel a little bit better. Maybe, just maybe. And that's where the light is so powerful, because our thoughts and what we focus on are more powerful than we've ever been told, than we've ever been taught. And there's reasons for that, but those reasons aren't important right now. What's important is focusing on the positive, especially in very dark times, in times full of hatred and bigotry. It's best to focus on the people who have risen above that. Happy belated Martin Luther King Jr. Day. People like Martin Luther King Jr. were lights in this world. They stood up against hatred and bigotry and only showed love. And that, my friends, sometimes that's the best thing you can do. There's a time and place for everything. You're entitled to be mad. You're entitled to be angry and feel your feelings. I just encourage you to process those feelings and focus on the light and the good. Because, again, where our attention goes, energy flows. Where our attention goes, energy flows. No, I didn't think that. I didn't come up with that. I learned that from several spiritual teachers, most of which are on YouTube. Check out Jake Ducey. He's amazing. Check out Aaron Doughty. He's amazing. Victor Odo. Teal Swan. Where our attention goes, energy flows. And this is very true. So if you're going to stay focused on how mad you are, then my friend, you're going to feel mad all day, possibly for days. And when you go out into the world, you're going to project that anger. So it's best to focus on the light and the good, because then you can project good. And again, there's a fine line. You can't just put your head in the sand. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying ignore the fact that there was a military ban on transgender people. We can't ignore that. But you know what? There will always be the people that won't focus on the good, and they'll focus on that, and they'll fight for it. But if you're like me, and you're an indigo, or you're a starseed, or you're very spiritual, and you're very sensitive, and you're very intuitive, and you're feeling the pain right now, then perhaps it's your job and your role. Everyone has their own role in this life. Perhaps it's your role to focus on the light. I love you all very much. Thank you for visiting my channel. I'll see you next time. Have a very good day.